This video is just going to show some of the quality issues. In the middle of the light there, you see the scratches in the button there. That was covered with plastic when it got here. That button down there has something on the handle itself, some black stuff. The decal is starting to peel back and is not lined up straight. Also on all the decals is the corner, that white edge on the corner, in order to look professional, needs to be cut off. These decals here is, if you notice, that's not lined up with the edge of the truck. In this area right here, you can see it. It just lacks the professionalism that we need. On this unit, you can see that that decal doesn't line up straight. It's not in line with the decal or plumb with the floor. This handle is some scratches on the thing and black marks. You can see right there. And then the handle itself, if you look, has got all kinds of scratches in the thing. This decal looks like it's fairly straight on that one, and the corners are cut off. They don't have that white showing, which is really what I want. You can see how crooked the decals are on this one. Right there, is they're not lined up. Again, those white corners look very unprofessional. This decal is just peeling back. If you notice here, it looks like somebody tried to re-glue it. They knew from the factory that the thing was coming off. The handle has the scratch in it right there. Also up at the top, right in that area, it's all scratched up. You know, there's some little scratching around here that probably we could live with, but it's not right. That decal down there is just okay. I mean, the round corners bother me a little bit. We need to cut off those round corners. It's got air bubbles or something underneath. I guess it's part of the plastic molding. This is another truck. You know, they're all basically the same issues on it. If you notice here, the handle is all scratched up on that. This unit isn't too bad. You can see where it did get some water and some rust on there that shouldn't be on there. That's going to be unacceptable, but it's a lot cleaner than most of the trucks showed up as. We would like these, you know, to be a little bit cleaner like that area there. The decal, it's set on there a little bit crooked. The corners are, again, they're rounded off like they should be on it. Now, on almost all of the trucks with a mass, the decals are just absolutely terrible. If you look here, they've tried to glue this one on too. I took a picture of this one so you can see it, but look at the poor cut edges on it. Most of them are peeling back. They did this one to where it wouldn't peel back, but there's no hand pinch decals at all on any of these trucks, which is, I think we ought to have a hand pinch decal in the front and in the back. And this decal right here needs to be on the outer decal, because this raises when the mast raises. It needs to be where the guy can see it. Even with the mast raise, he doesn't stand underneath the forks. I just think that that's a much better location to have it right there. This is another example of the decals. Look how this thing is not centered on the channel. You know, it needs to be centered, and it needs to be over on this channel. The main channel doesn't raise. But I'm going to go ahead, if you can see here a little bit, that's look at how easy these things come off. And like I said on that other one, they did it, but you just pull that off that easy. That's not going to work. These decals need to be a higher quality. They need to be a vinyl decal. This seems more like a paper, and it looks like when they get wet, it damages it. Again, these are the scratches that are in the handle when it comes into us. Okay, this down here, it doesn't look too bad on it, but that red handle looks really bad. I'm looking down the channel on this one. It looks, there's oil in the bottom. I don't know if you can see it or not in the bottom there. And then also, you know, it's the same issue on these chains on this one, is there's so much grease on them. They're sitting off to one side. I'm trying to get it centered here so you can see. If you notice that one right in the center, the gap from left to right, and the chain is aligned properly. There's just so much grease in the channels on these things, though, that it goes all the way down and drips onto the carrier.